Okay, D1.
D1, that's a miss.
Ooh.
Let's try C8.
Hit, you sunk my battleship.
Speaking of sinking battleships, here to give us his review of the movie Battleship, our very own Lights Camera Jackson.
Hi, if only the movie version was this much fun. Taylor Kitsch, star of the year's biggest bomb so far, John Carter, plays Alex Hopper, who's forced to join the Navy by his older brother because he's got nothing else going for him. No job, no money, no life. But somehow he's able to get a girlfriend who looks like a supermodel because she's played by Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover girl Brooklyn Decker, whose acting career is off to a rough start. Liam Neeson plays the Navy Admiral, Alex's boss. Alex is about to get kicked out of the Navy when, during the annual Naval War Games taking place in the waters off Hawaii, the Earth is attacked by, what else? Aliens, who are here to destroy us and take over the planet. Why? We never learned that, but my best guess is because the writers couldn't come up with anything else. So inevitably, Alex and the others have to rise to the occasion and, against all odds, defeat the aliens.
Jackson, it sounds like there's a lot of problems with this movie. What went wrong here?
Well, let's put it this way. If the Battleship game had this many problems, it would have been banned from every toy store in the country. You have to sit through a 30-minute setup that's meaningless before the aliens arrive, and then once they do, there's nothing new. I mean, we've seen spaceships and creatures looking like this several movies before. The lighter moments aren't funny, the serious moments are laughable, but at the top of the list, the amazingly corny dialogue. Listen to some of these lines. We're all gonna die, but not today. I got a bad feeling about this. And they're not gonna sink this battleship. I mean, even for a mindless action movie, this is ridiculous stuff.
Okay, but action films like this can sometimes get away with bad acting and a basic story if the action scenes are awesome. Doesn't sound like that's the case here either.
Right, the action is dull and predictable. There are a few scenes that do play homage to the game and are kind of fun, but that's it.
Does anyone help as far as the cast goes here to save this movie?
Meryl Streep and Robert De Niro couldn't have saved this. Kitsch is now 2 for 2 with box office disasters for this year, but he and the rest of the cast really have nothing good to work with here. This is also the first big screen role for pop singer Rihanna, and she gets third billing, which says all you need to know about the rest of the cast. And good news for Liam Neeson fans, he's barely in the movie, which is also good news for Neeson.
Now, obviously, this is based off of a board game here,
Right.
so kids might be interested in seeing it. It's an action sci-fi film. Should they go? Is it appropriate for them?
It's rated PG-13 for the action, violence, and some adult language. I think it's appropriate for kids 12 and up, but if you need to see an action film this weekend, go see The Avengers again.
Okay, some good recommendations there. What's the grade?
On the official LCJ report card, Battleship gets a D. I was concerned going in that it was going to be too similar to Transformers, but trust me, this makes the Transformers films look like the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Okay, let's move on to the next week then. What are we going to be looking at there?
It's Will Smith's first movie in 3.5 years, the highly anticipated Men in Black 3.